So I had two older brothers. So they went to the rink, I went too, and then it was my turn to start skating. I think that playing hockey was pulling teeth for a little bit until 6 or 7, and then at some point, 7 or 8, I fell in love with it. I had a really great coach growing up, Luke Stanton, and he really made me fall in love with the game, but I was already at the rink to start. I was thinking about where I wanted to go to college. I thought I wanted to study engineering. And then Jeff Matthews reached out to me, so I had this opportunity to play college hockey. And that was such a great experience for me. My teammates were incredible. They're still really important people in my life. And just last weekend, I was officiating a game at Milton Academy, and my coach, Jeff Matthews, was recruiting. So it's so amazing to still have that close circle nearby to me. The hockey scene in New England is incredible. I'm so lucky to have all of these hockey opportunities nearby. Not only was my coach there recruiting, but my teammate, Mia, who now coaches at Trinity College, was there too. So we had like a nice little family there. And we all caught up after the game. And it was cool for my coach to see me on the other side of things. When I was a player, I was a good skater, but not very good at much else, and that's what I get to do when I officiate. I get to skate around, so I think it was fun for him to see me in that way. When I graduated college in 2019, I was looking for something to fill that void. I wasn't playing anymore, but I still loved being on the ice, so I signed up for a seminar, and it took off really quickly. There was a shortage of referees, so I could skate as much as I wanted, and so I did. And then I took to it. I felt myself getting better at officiating, feeling more confident. It was this great passion project for me to grow as an individual as well, to gain confidence on the ice. I was feeling that off the ice as well. And so it was really easy to lean into it because it felt so good for me, and I felt that development. So just as a player, the development path for official sometimes looks similar. There can be a fast track, but oftentimes you start with mites and squirts and peewees, and you learn to call a penalty, and you learn to identify offsides, and you learn to control a game. What that looks like is sometimes calling one penalty when it looks like there might be two, because you need to say that there's no room for funny business out here, and you need to gain control. So you learn those fundamentals at the youth level, and then you work junior hockey, and I was working junior hockey and college hockey before I worked my first coast game. So that's usually how it works. And then once you're in the coast, it's a development league here too. So there's room to go to the American League and then the National League as well. So without women's hockey, I wouldn't have these relationships that I have today. I wouldn't have been able to travel all over and play and continue to travel all over and officiate. I think I came up at a time where there were women before me that paved this path that I could just walk on. So I was the first woman in this league, but there have been women in the AHL. There have been women working the Olympics since the 80s or the 90s, and to see those women skate games still today and crush it too, like it just was clear to me that there was a place for me out here.